Morning, Nia. Oh,
Morning,
morning,
Emma.
Nia. How are you this beautiful sunny day?
I'm very well, thank you. Could you tell us a little bit about how parents can expect communication from us at the Mendip School?
I can. So we're a very friendly and open school. So we invite our parents to have those conversations with us and just be really open and honest, because that's how we best work together. So one of the things we use is something called Class Dojo. So some of our families might have heard of that already in their previous settings, but it's either an app or an online system where it's kind of has two phases really. One of them is something we call Class Story. So on Class Story, teaching staff will post pictures of what the children have been doing in the day, any notices, anything they want to ask you will be on Class Story. And that's a really nice way for families, particularly if their children come to school on transport and they don't get to talk to the teachers, to actually show them what they're doing and what they're getting up to in school. And the other thing that's on Class Dojo is a direct messaging facility. So you can directly message your child's class teacher to tell us anything you need to tell us. And sometimes that can be as simple as they've had a bad night's sleep and you know that's going to be potentially an issue for them that day, or you want to talk to us about something. That's the best way to communicate with us. One thing to mention though is obviously between the hours of 9 and 3, class teachers are teaching. So if there was something particularly urgent you needed to speak to somebody about, the best thing to do is not Dojo in that instance, but to call the school office and we'll be able to put you through to the person that might be most appropriate. And that could be Elisa Creaser, who is the assistant principal of primary, or Sinead McPhee, who's the assistant principal of secondary, or anyone else who might be able to support you. So that's kind of the one where the other thing Dojo does that we use is it's got Dojo points. So children can earn points on that system for engaging in their learning or for positive behaviour. And you get to see that as well. So it's a really nice way of parents seeing how well their children are doing. Can you think of anything else? I think that Dojo is the best way, isn't it, to communicate?
Dojo is what we use the most often, but if there's things like trips or kind of events that are happening, we want to invite you into school, that's usually done on a letter from the office. So yeah, expect those home as well.
And the other thing to say is over the year we will have progress meetings for your children. So we try and do 3 of those a year. So one of those will be your child's education and healthcare plan annual review. And then 2 of them will be progress meetings. And during those, we'll talk about your child's academic progress, their social progress, what they're enjoying in school, anything that we can do to support you, anything that you'd like us to work on at school. We also in those meetings go through your child's care plan. So every child at the Mendip School has a care plan, and in that will be information about any medical needs they might have, but it will also have things about how we're supporting them with their self-help and their self-care. So for younger children, that might be toilet training, but it will also be somewhere where we will record support for their behaviour. So if we're working on any tricky behaviours, that will all be in their care plan, or if we're supporting them in different ways. So every child has a care plan, and we use those progress meetings. That's an opportunity to go through those with our families so that everyone's fully informed about what we're doing. I think that's about right. So Nia, what do parents and carers do if their child's not going to be in school on a day for any reason?
So it's really important that we know if everybody's in or not and the reasons for that. And so what we ask parents and carers to do is to contact the school office as early as possible on the day that the child's not going to be in and let us know why and when to expect them back. So you can call the school office. We're open from between 8 and 8:30 every morning. But if somebody doesn't answer the phone, just leave a message and we will pick those up and make sure the messages get passed on to class.
Brilliant. So we'll say to all parents, if you've got any worries or anything, just let us know and we'll always try and do whatever we can to support.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nia.
Thanks, Emma. Bye.
Bye.